Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a good fourth. Hope everybody had a good fourth. Everybody is well rested and ready to have a discussion. Make sure you guys are pressing that like button as you come in. And if you want to share me out, guys. We're gonna have a conversation about different topics on today that needs to be discussed. Um, I know y'all be like, Monk, why you not showing your face, child? If you see me right now, you be like, Monica, yes, please, Monica, please keep your screen down because you look a hot mess. And yes, I look a hot mess. But I am here still to talk. I know people still ain't popping firecrackers, y'all. People are still popping firecrackers. It's Tuesday. The fourth is over, child. Yeah, about too much firecracker with some. Let me show you. Somebody's popping too many firecrackers. Well, anyway, I'm gonna wait a few minutes for some people to come in, and then we're gonna get into it, honey. Jamel, go sit down. Go close my. Hi, hey, King Chris World. Just allow me a moment. All right. So, hey, King Chris World, how are you today? You have a good fourth. Um, Me and the kids, we had a good time. Just we're gonna wait a few more minutes, then, guys. We're gonna get into it. Ooh. Um. Oh, thank you, honey. The zoo trip was. Hey, Tyrone and Famous. How y'all doing, Love Kings? Honey, how y'all doing? Y'all had a good 4th of July? I love y'all pictures y'all be taking. Y'all look so handsome and it's just so well. Y'all pictures are always well put together. I really love those y'all pictures. Like, I be like, oh my God, I wish I could make my pictures look as good as them. Y'all be looking good. So I want to let y'all know that. Um, but yeah. But anyway, um, since it's just you guys, I can go ahead on. Oh, you're welcome. I just really truly deep down in my heart, I want to let y'all know that, that like I love it. I'm like, oh my God, I love those pictures. Well, guys, first what we're going to talk about, guys, first is it Sha'Carri Richardson? This the first thing we're going to talk about on today. First of all, what do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about it? And I'm gonna give my Sha'Carri Richardson, guys, is the young girl. I think she goes to school at LSU. You're welcome. She goes to LSU and she won the 1-800 relay race, and she was going to the Olympics. Okay, it came out last week that her drug test that came out was positive. Hey, Miss Shoemaker, how you doing? Hey, Sheila. And right now we're finna discuss Sha'Carri Richardson. And Sha'Carri said she did get on the Today Show, and she basically apologized for her actions, saying that she know what she did, and she know that she she is human and she made a mistake. Her mother passed away a week before she went to try out for the Olympics, and she just smoked a blunt to try to cope with the death of her mother. And today it has came out, she had a month suspension, and she still was going to be able to go to the Olympics, but today it came, to the Olympics to do the women's relay race. Because she killed it on the 100 relay, honey. And come to find out, they released on today she can't even participate in the relay race. So not only is she not eligible to play the Olympics, she's not eligible to even play on the relay race. A lot of people, the internet by storm is going off talking about keep the same energy. Yes, they are, Miss Shoemaker. A lot of people are feeling like, keep the same energy that y'all kept with Michael Phelps. But Michael Phelps, from what I understand, he didn't get caught during the Olympics smoking weed. He did it after the fact, and he lost endorsements and things like that. So even though he was able to he took a loss too, even though her loss is, you feel like it's more dramatic because of the fact that she won't be able to play in the Olympics. But people have to learn the rules are the rules. And yes, she is good at what she does. That's why I don't understand, you know what I'm saying? Who is being that light in her life that's in her corner, that's telling her, holding her accountable. You have to hold people accountable for what you do. See, this generation, they think you're supposed to turn a blind eye if they do something wrong. We have to teach our children, like, if there is rules to be followed, you have to follow them, or there will be consequences. There is consequences always for what we do. So, yes, I wanted to see what she could do in the Olympics. I think she would have won a gold medal. But she, with her smoking weed, even though weed is not an enhancement drug, but the fact that she knew the rules, she admitted that she knew the rules. She admitted that. She admitted that she knew the rules, and she knew that she was wrong for smoking weed. And I understand that her mother had passed away a week before she went to the Olympic trial. But it had to been somebody pressuring her, in my opinion, or someone that could be on her side of saying, hey, you could have you don't need to, I understand you lost your mother. I don't know how it feels to lose your parents, but I can truly say that, let me say this. I can truly say that it's different ways of coping with death. I don't know how it feels to lose your mother. I haven't lost mine yet, but I know that I would, when you have an opportunity, you don't want to miss out on your opportunity because, yes, you're going through, but your mother would have been so proud if you would have used what you going through as a way of.
Motion detected at the front door.
Yeah, I don't know. One of my kids. If you could have used that as a way of winning that goal for your mother, for your grandmother. If your grandmother was the light in your life, your grandmother, you don't want to disappoint anyone. And, people are riding on you to win. So I hate that she lost this opportunity, but I know for a fact the next time around, she is going to do what's right. I truly believe that Sha'Carri was just, she just didn't have no one there to be like, girl, holding her accountable. Like saying, girl, that I understand that your mama passed away, but girl, your mama wouldn't like it if, she would want you to go to the Olympics. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity just because you're going through, but using drugs as a way of coping with her death, find another way of coping with it. Even if that means, hey, talking to a therapist or talking to someone that you're close to, or Hell, I guess you can't drink either, but hell, take a drink. Yeah, she is 20. She is 21. 21. And it is sad because I feel like if y'all, because I watched the race, I went on YouTube and watched it because I really want to see how good she was. Honey, that girl got some. She broke a world record, and she missed this opportunity to get gold. Yeah, she's young, and she just, like a lot now in this generation, guys. I noticed that a lot of people, a lot of this younger generation. Lord, I don't. Hold on, just a second. Yeah, I was just thinking, like in the younger generation, they like they don't feel like they should be held accountable for anything, or they feel like the rules don't apply to them, or that's how the younger generation is now. I don't understand it, but yes, they have to know that the rules apply to everybody. And I'm not saying that she doesn't know that. I'm saying that like this generation of kids that are coming up, they have this mentality of can't no one tell them nothing because they already know, and they don't. Um, you know, but in my opinion, I wish that, she would be given another chance, but the rules are the rules, and a lot of people feel like, weed is not an enhancement drug, and a lot of people feel that, in a lot of our states, the United States there's a lot of states now that has legalized marijuana. I know here in Mississippi, they have legalized marijuana. I hate to jump subject. This is how we know the South here in Mississippi ain't going nowhere, because how you go, we the people, we legalize marijuana, medical marijuana, and then the lawmakers, let me just say this, the lawmakers basically, okay, give me that picture. Thank you, baby. The lawmakers basically went to the Supreme Court and overturned that. Yeah, they said that they don't want to do, but I thought if we the people of the United States, we the people of Mississippi voted for medical marijuana, that it should be it. But no, they went to the Supreme Court and overturned it. Ain't that about nothing? So really here in Mississippi, our votes do not matter. Girl, get out of here. Get Tom out. But y'all, Jayla got Talking Tom downloaded on her tablet. I know y'all heard it. But yeah, I just hope that Sha'Carri, she take this as a life lesson.
Mommy, he still hear you.
I just hope she take this as a learning lesson. She come back even better.
I'm still talking.
She's able to, what can I say? She's able to come back even better and beat her own record. That's what I'm wishing for her. In the next 2 to 4 years, she come back and beat her own record and win gold. I hope she's able to win gold with her race, the $100 dash, and as well as the relay. I hope she'll be able to do everything. Yeah, child, that girl's so serious. But yeah, I just, in my opinion, I just hate. I wanted her to go, but yes, the rules are the rules, and like we're in the United States, you are representing the United States, but the Olympics is all the states, the countries together competing against each other. So whatever the rules are, they apply to everybody. Understood. As Louisiana. Who is Louisiana? What do you mean, Miss Shoemaker? At Louisiana, go do just subject. I thought it was a normal at one time. Oh no. Um, when it comes to marijuana, man, like I said, a lot of people feel like they just used that to stop her from shining because they knew that she was going to win gold, but she still has an opportunity. She still has an opportunity. She just don't have the opportunity this time. And I know it's a low blow for them to even like. She was able to come out of her suspension, but did y'all have to take the relay race too? But they did. That's why I say us people of color, we have to make sure all our eyes are, and when we are good at something, let me just say this. When we are good at something, we are black people, when we are good at something, we have to make sure that especially when the eyes are on us, we got to make sure that all our I's are dotted and T's are crossed and we all good because you already know that someone's going to find something to try to tear you down or stop you from doing what you got to do. That's why you got to stay clean. That's why you got to keep the straight and the narrow, especially when you're on a platform and you get big. Because, honey, as soon as people find out something about you that ain't right, y'all know how they do. They're going to use that to tear you down. Sorry. Yeah. It was. Yeah. Oh, you know me, I be jumping from subject to subject, but I want to stay on the main topic. So hopefully Sha'Carri will take this as a life lesson and just learn that I'm gonna make sure when I go out there this next time, everything's gonna be clean. I'm just gonna be focused on that goal, and I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna straight kill it. Jayla. But anyway, guys, that's the Sha'Carri, what my opinion is with the Sha'Carri Richardson story. Guys, the next thing we're going to talk about is Britney Spears. Yes, I'm still on Britney Spears. Okay, guys, it is a article in People magazine that has put it more in depth for us. Britney, I don't think Britney Spears didn't mean. They had this girl believing that, like, they basically, her dad is, I don't know. With Britney Spears, her lawyer currently, the lawyer that's over her conservatorship, Britney Spears' lawyer, Samuel Ingham III, he requests to resign. He asked to resign from being the conservatorship lawyer. And it seems like no one wants to be a part of that because they feel as though she needs to get her life back. Yes, she's bipolar, and I now understand why she needed a conservatorship because she, when she was going through at the time, she was blowing her money on drugs, alcohol, was just going on binges, and they said she had at one time in her bank account $1.5 million, and that was like. Then her dad got her up to like she's at 20 30 40 million dollars. So he had, and then he pays himself out of that maybe 14,000 or 140,000, something like that. She may be a whack job, but if someone wants to have kids, that's their choice. Sure, no one dictates someone's personal life. Let me just say that. Not personal. I understand they want to kind of control the money to make sure that she's spending it responsibly. But to control someone's life to the fact that if you want to go on vacation, you gotta ask. When you want to go out to eat, you gotta ask. Who want to live that life in that kind of prison? And then she didn't even know that she could ask the judge to remove the conservatorship. She thought she was in there for the rest of her life, and they said her dad get a kick out of her being in this conservatorship. And from what I understand, he treats her bad. Everyone, like her ex, Justin Timberlake, even Kevin Federline, said that they agree that she deserves to be off that conservatorship and that she deserves to be set free. Let me just say that. From her dad, I think that she just wants to be away from her conservatorship, away from her dad. Because let me tell you, her brother said, this is crazy right here. Her brother said that with her being on the conservatorship was good for the family. So basically, the family is dependent on her to make all this money so they can sit on their loins. That's not fair. That is not fair. So you want me to work like a slave while y'all spend up all my money, and I have to ask how I can spend my money? That's not right, and that don't make sense. That do not. Yeah, she may be a little bipolar, but she got a little sin. I tell you that. Y'all, it's like if y'all pick up a recent mag, I got, for some reason, the mailman delivered the People's Magazine to the wrong address, to my address, and I read it and I kept it. And I was reading up on Britney Spears and her situation, and I'm like, you know what? The whole family is trash. If your own brother think that it's good for you to be on a conservatorship just for, yeah, me too. Me too. Because that's what it feels like. That conservatorship, she said, feels like jail. And that's sad. And her dad, they said her dad would not give it up. The company that holds her money, I guess you might as well say, they want to be released. Now the lawyer want to be released. No one wants to be a part of someone that wants to be released from something. She wants to be responsible for her own money. Even if she spend, like I said, these people gonna spend their money the way they want to spend their money. They want to get drunk and spend all their money on everything. Let them do that. I don't even care. Hey Angie, how are you? People spend that, she want to spend her money up on booze and stuff like that, but they said her new boyfriend said he's not on drugs and stuff like that. And I didn't know she was paying Kevin Federline. I didn't know that he was a backup dancer from one of her music videos or her tours, and said that she basically was paying him child support. So you basically paying somebody child support, and they ain't gotta work. They ain't gotta work. And then they said that she been working. They said all her dad do is work her to death. And she said she's retiring and she don't want to do it no more. So if she don't want to do it no more, then guess what? You can't force somebody to do, because she is the money maker. If you think about it, ain't nobody else doing nothing but spending her money. Lord, it's crazy. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. But I agree, in the conservatorship, or at least let her get her personal life back together. If she wants to have a baby with her current partner, let her have her baby with her current partner. Let me just say that. Should nobody control who you can and cannot date, when you can and cannot have children, and when you can and cannot eat or go on vacation. At least give her that back. Jesus. Now the money part, if she kind of thoughtless with money, then keep it on a conservatorship, but get the dad out of it. Yeah, it sounds like, don't it sound like they crazy? I'm just, at this point, I'm just over it. I'm just over it at this point. I just pray that she's able to get her life back. She's not on drugs anymore. From what I was reading, said that she's basically healthy, and they said something about they said the judge probably will not sign off on her any of the conservatorship unless she talked to a psychiatric doctor, a psychiatrist, and he deemed her fit mentally. If not, then she'll be stuck on the conservatorship. Child. Did she? She want her dad to stop being her conservator, but I think he wants to stay. And I think she's asking the judge to end it. She said, the only thing she really wants is her personal life back. I think they say that she don't, with the money, it can stay being on a conservatorship. She just said she just really want her life back, like her personal life back. But she said, the way, her personal life, and she can't go the way she want to go without her daddy controlling it. She seems like she's being controlled, and nobody want to live that life being controlled all their life. It just. Hopefully it'll work out. Since everybody quitting on the conservatorship, maybe the judge will make a decision. Maybe the judge will make a decision, child. Since everybody quitting on this conservatorship. But and also in this People magazine, guys, I didn't get to read it, but I'm going to read it. Mary J. Blige is in this People's magazine. I didn't get to read the article about it yet, but is Halle? I forgot to ask you guys this: is Halle Berry coming out with a docu-series or something, or a documentary? Anybody know anything about that? Because I think I heard that. Is that true? Let me know in the chat. Excuse me, y'all. Jesus, I didn't mind many y'all on the live, child. I am not sleeping like that. But anyway, guys, I do want to talk about this too. Wendy Williams and Tabitha Brown. I know y'all heard about Tabitha Brown praying for Wendy Williams because Wendy. Y'all know Wendy got always gonna have something to say. That's Wendy. Everybody know Wendy got something to always say. So that ain't surprising that Wendy got something to say. But anyway, yeah, it says here that Wendy was dragged by Tabitha Brown, an example of why keeping our opinions out of other people's marriages is just a good rule to live by. This is what she had to say. She said, "Keep God first. This is my word." Okay, y'all. Let's take it back. Let's see when I'm gonna play what you guys Wendy said on Wendy to Tabitha Brown. And then we're gonna play back. Okay, this is what she told her audience. Guys, I'm about to play it. Just give it a minute. You said that was the baddest beat down with the tongue. Okay, let me see.
Hello there. Y'all all right? Very good, honey.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, hold on. Then we're gonna come back to Tabitha Brown. But Wendy, y'all know Wendy, how Wendy is, child. I think Wendy's a bit much. How can I put this? She can be a bit much. She can be a bit much. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. But anyway, let me just go back to this. Y'all just give me 1 minute. Y'all know my computer's slow. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl EJ. I'm really
Okay, y'all. Here we go.
nope. I was married to one of those. His dreams. He's been a police officer for 15 years, and that she's retiring her husband. Well, she's an influencer, and Wendy Wee. He's been a police officer for 15 years, and he wants to live out his dreams. Nope. I was married to one of those. You know, I make the money and so on and so forth. Go live your dreams, buy a business, you know, stay with me, but go, go, go. You see how that turned out. I predict that this marriage is going to be on real rocky ground in a moment. You're over here making all your money and stuff. You had me quit my job, and I can't find my live like a child. If you're miserable, just say that when.
Okay, guys. So this is part of that. So this is what Tabitha Brown had to say to Wendy. Hold on. She basically put her, like Mama D said, in that order. But I just had that. Let me go back. Yeah. She basically told Wendy she gonna pray for her, basically. And you know, Wendy deserves it. Y'all know Wendy how Wendy is, child. Wendy don't care. Wendy do not, and I mean do not care what she says half the time. She just has no filter. And hold on just a second. That ain't it. I know y'all saying Monica. I know. Y'all just give me a minute. Y'all know how my stuff works. Okay, here we go.
Hello there, y'all. Hello there.
Here you go, y'all.
Hello there. Y'all all right? Very good, honey. I was up doing a little work here. That's why I got my pajamas on in my office. And then my phone started going off like crazy. And people was like, girl, you're Wendy Williams. First of all, Wendy Williams, honey, God bless you. God bless you. Okay. And so people sent me a little clip. And I said, oh, my God, the pain this woman must be in. Maybe the pain you must be in to feel this way. And I'm so sorry. But listen, let me tell you this. 23 years I've been with my husband. Yes. Broke for a very long time together. Struggled for a very long time together. Succeeded for the last couple of years together, right? My husband took a job in agreement with me. He took a job 15 years ago to help support my dream. And I know you may not know what that looks like in a genuine place, right? But this was an agreement that my husband and I had. And I told him 15 years ago, babe, in 5 years, I'll be able to take you out of there so then you can pursue one of your dreams that you love. Right now, I was his dog in the fight, okay? And he believed in me. And we did it together for the last 15 years. I did every year with him at LAPD, and he did every year with me with rejection and no's in this entertainment industry, right? However, God has blessed me. He has allowed me to manifest. I've been praying on this for a very long time, and it has now come to pass. That is the power of God. It's also the power of allowing God to be first in your marriage, okay? And that is how it remains successful. We keep him first. He is first in our marriage. Not money, not business, not success, but God. He's first, okay? So this is my prayer for you. I pray that love finds you, true love. I pray it finds you and it holds you tight. I pray that someone will love you enough to see you when you are not well, to see you when you need true support, to see you when you need compassion, to see you when you need kindness. I pray that somebody loves you enough to sacrifice their life for you. I pray that type of love finds you so that you can understand why. I don't want my husband to put his life on the line anymore wearing a bulletproof vest if he don't have to, and if that's not his desire. I love him enough that I want him to be safe, and I want him to coach children the way he wants to. My husband has a nonprofit, right? And he wants to be able to build that even more so. And what I do know is a 9 to 5 or a steady job takes away time for creativity, takes away time that you want to pour into your real, true purpose. And if God blesses someone to be able to pull out of that 9 to 5 and pour everything into their purpose, their passion, ooh, my goodness, why would we dishonor God if he blesses us with the ability and the way to be able to do so? Ooh, honey, I'm excited about that. Ooh, I pray that somebody finds you, love finds you, that excites you the way I am excited about my husband being able to grow his business, being able to pour into children, continue to coach these kids, do other things he's dreamt about. Ooh, honey, I pray this type of excitement and love finds you and anybody else who seems to not understand this. I pray that type of love finds you. Sacrifice, compassion, like I really do. I really, really do. Okay? With that being said, I thank all of y'all for messaging me and telling me about it. And I want you, whoever is watching, who understands the type of love, let us all pray for people like Miss Wendy and others who have either been so hurt or never found a genuine love that fills their heart with so much compassion and joy. Let us all pray that they find that and that it finds them. Yes, very good. Now, I want y'all to go about your business, okay? And have the most amazing day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's here. God bless you. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.
All right, y'all. So, oh Lord have mercy. So basically, she cussed out with God, and ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with wishing well onto someone that you know that is miserable. And we all know Wendy. She still heard about Kevin and him creating babies with his mistress and all that. And and I understand if she don't want her husband to put, he got a non-profit. See, Wendy didn't even, I guess she didn't even know that the man, he has plans. And she said she didn't want her husband to put his life on the line anymore. And ain't nothing wrong with that. And if you believe in your spouse and know that they can be whatever God put forth, then ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, many people, just like what? Be Love. Her husband Nate, like before she was big, her husband Nate was a like an engineer or something like that, and now he just be behind the um computer screen recording her and editing her videos, and they're making millions together. So you know you can live if you have that person that's in your life that's your person, then you're gonna be blessed regardless. So yeah, pray for those. Don't let someone else's opinion dictate on how you gonna live. And I think that she just told Wendy, uh, mind your business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Find you some happiness and stop worrying about mine. Just as simple as that, child. Just as simple as that. That's what we all need to do. We need to find some happiness. Find happiness and pray that God put someone in your life that's actually for you and wanting to see you be whatever He's ordained in your life. And I love what Miss Tabitha said. I really do. Okay, guys. So this is the last thing. Um, what's the name? It's a 10-year-old girl. Um, this is a sad story right here, guys. I want to cover, and then tomorrow. Y'all, I don't know. My little plus sign ain't working. Just hold on.
Hey, did you know there is a government-funded...
Yep. So, speak life into yourself, guys. Always speak life into yourself and be the best version of yourself you can be, man. You ain't got to tell down nobody. If you're miserable, then God bless you. There's a lot of miserable people in this world. I ain't trying to be one of them. Surely ain't, y'all. But anyway, guys. 18-year-old played dead when a gunman shot and killed her parents and sister in a Houston, Texas apartment. Let's listen into this.
Trying hard to get a better signal? Enjoy clear...
Just a minute. We're going to listen to this, and then y'all tell me what you think.
The victims wasted no time at packing up and moving the family's belongings out. A family of 6 lived here. Only 3 are left.
You know, this is sad. It's very sad.
Gloria Johnson brought balloons.
Someone's sick. They're sick in here. Very sick.
Still stunned by the carnage that was inside. Houston police say 29-year-old Danyavia Lagway, 35-year-old Gregory Carhey, and 6-year-old Harmony Carhey were all shot to death. A 1-year-old brother was unharmed. A 10-year-old sister was shot in the arm. Family members say she played dead, and when the shooter left, got her baby brother and then video called her grandmother to get help.
Granny's, someone came in and shot me, my mama, shot me, my mom, my daddy, and my sister, and they dead. She was in the house about 15 minutes with the bodies until we got here.
Police don't think the killer, believed to be in his 20s, forced his way in. The girl said he was wearing a medical mask. The couple had been together for more than a decade. The 10-year-old is still in the hospital.
For you to just sit up there and just shoot a child or shoot children, something is truly wrong. And the thing is, this is, you need to pay the cost.
Jessica Willie, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
All right, guys. So this is some sad. Excuse my language. Shit. And And it breaks my heart for a 10-year-old little girl to play dead. Play dead. Y'all listen to it, right? Play dead. So she can get her 1-year-old brother and call FaceTime her grandmother to tell them that someone shot and killed her parents. We don't know why. We don't know what made you want to kill a child. But whoever you are, you deserve to die yourself. Because I feel like this, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So if you kill an innocent child, shooting a child, your ass needs to go. You sit up there and kill that girl. That girl will never be right mentally. She will need counseling. She will need counseling behind all this. And people, put the guns down. Stop trying to rob people and be about the drug, like selling drugs, and get you a real damn job. Shoot. This pisses me off. It really do. Because a child didn't deserve to die, and a child didn't deserve to see her parents get shot and killed. You know, yes, it's innocent people out here in this world that haven't done anything harmless to a child, but it's people out here in this world that got some devilment, or the devil lives within them and just don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. Let me take it back because I'm cussing. Oh, YouTube. Hopefully, YouTube monetize this video. But this girl is going. This baby, she is going to need counseling. She has no parents. She has her grandmother and her grandfather. She don't have anybody else. Just because of a senseless human being that didn't care for nobody's life but their own. You might as well say it. And the sad part about it is it's probably our own color that's killing. That's why I don't get our own color. We sit up here because, y'all, it's so many kids. Like in Memphis today, a little boy got shot and killed. It's so many people just doing all this senseless killing, and we killing our own damn color. We want to hold the other races responsible for the death of Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and all that. Black Lives Matter. Like I always say, if our Black Lives Matter, why in the hell are we killing each other? Answer that damn question. Like, that what pisses me off. Y'all want to put drugs and shit in these kids' hands, these young kids' hands, put guns and shit in front of these kids' hands instead of putting a basketball or a football in their hand. You want to introduce them to drugs and shit when they when they turn like 11, 12 years old. That's when you want to introduce a child to the street life. What's wrong with being a damn football player? What's wrong with being a basketball player? What's wrong with being a doctor? What's wrong with being a lawyer? What's wrong with introducing your kids to something more than sex, drugs, and alcohol and all that means them no good? Only thing it means to them is you end up dying early if you continue to run the streets. Man, teach your let me just say this. You know, our lives have to matter to us. How can you expect other races to respect us when we killing our own damn kids? That's what gets me. Yes, I am very, very, very. I'm a good mama. My kids are spoiled, but my kids do get whoopings. They do. My kids, no, they don't be around a lot of drinking. They don't around a lot of. I try to prevent that because I want my son to be something. I want him to respect women. I want him to be respectful to himself, and I want him to be something. So I know in order for my son to be something, he has to see something different from what I saw. That's true. You want your child to have a different life, then you have to show them something different. And that's what I'm going to do for my kids. Show them something different. We ain't just going to sit at the house and watch. And my son and my daughter will never see a man in and out my house like that. Never. I don't play that. I'm not that type of woman. I'm not, it's just the simple fact, all these killing of kids. Why? What you got to prove? Let's just keep it real. What do you have to prove when you killing a damn child? Excuse my language, I know I'm cussing. What do you have to prove? What do you have to prove when you say, when you teach a kid, teach young men how to disrespect their mothers and how to not, work hard for the things that they want? I try to be. And like I said, anybody that enters me and any man that enters me and my kids' life, I don't want him to be no more. Yes, I want him to be decent. I don't need no thug. I don't want no thug. Because my son is not going to be a thug. My son's going to be a man. If my son decides that he don't want to go to college or anything like that, that's fine. Go find you a trade. Find you a good job and make decent money so you can provide for yourself. Everybody doesn't have to go to college to be successful. Let me just say that. You don't have to go to college to be successful, but you can get a decent paying job and you can be something. You can build yourself up to be a supervisor, plant manager, owning your own black business. But you don't have to go to the street where you're selling drugs, carrying a gun, shooting and killing people over territory, being in a gang. There's things I do not want to profess over my son's life or my daughter. I want my daughter to be something. I want her to be loved correctly. And in order for my daughter to feel like, she wants to be respected, I know mama have to be the same way. That's why I say, we have to act. Us as black people, we have to act with some dignity. And we have to act with some self-respect. And we got to act like our Black lives matter. Don't only march when another race has killed our black people. We need to start marching when our black people are killing each other too. It has to stop. It has to end. It's ridiculous. It has to stop and it needs to end. It's ridiculous. I can't say nothing else more than it's ridiculous how we sit up and we can march because Derek Chauvin killed George, sat on George Floyd's neck. But we ain't marching for this 10-year-old girl whose life is forever changed because someone decided to pick up a gun and kill 3 people in her family in front of her and her 1-year-old brother. When we gonna start marching to stop the gun violence, stop killing our children, stop the drugs? When we gonna start marching for that? Don't nobody want to march for that. That's what I don't get. But we so quick to turn on each other and put each other in jail too. When you don't even know the true facts. We have to be better mothers and better fathers. Let me just say that. I'm striving to be the best mother I can be to my children, raise them and be the best example I can be. And show them something different from what I saw. To experience life, get the hell up out of Mississippi. Because there ain't nothing here. Go out here and be the best person, be as successful, and don't let this society dictate on how. My mama always told us that. And I wish I would have listened to her, because now that I know, I should have listened. Don't let society dictate how you're going to live. Chris, I'm just saying, it's just hurtful to see that. But then we want to talk about free our brother JoJo because he done sold drugs for 5 years and then got caught. But you want him free? No, JoJo needs to be sitting in jail to learn a lesson and come out and need to get a proficient job. Then he don't have to sell drugs. Chris, oh my God. Like, I can speak on the reason why some people may be offended by what I'm saying, but let me just say this. In order to speak about something, you have to be a part of it. And let me say this, I'm Black myself, and I have did things myself that I'm not proud of. And so you want to raise your children to be a better version of you. So in order to do that, you have to change the way you live. You have to change the way you do things. And you have to have more self-respect. You don't have to bring different people in and out of your kids' lives and things like that. My kids will never say that my mama had me, her door was like a swinging door, having 13 every 6-7 months. It's a different man. No, I don't like people around my kids like that. I don't. And us women, yes, Miss Sheila, when you know better, you do better. And me, as a mother, I want my kids to be a better version of me. I want my kids to work hard. I want my kids to know that, you have to work and you have to be a good person. You have to have integrity, morals. You have to have values. You have to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. Be respectful, and you will be respected. You ain't got to steal from nobody if you work for whatever you have. You ain't got to rob nobody. Shoot. And you ain't got to kill nobody either. Unless you're protecting yourself from a killer. But see, that's why I say, we easy to jump on the bandwagon. Let me just say this and take it where you want to take it. We easy to jump on the bandwagon when we talking about other races. We easy to jump on that bandwagon. But when we start talking about our own race, then we get crickets. We got to stop that. We got to stop that. In order for other races to take us serious, we got to stop killing each other. We got to get these guns about the streets. We got to get these drugs out the streets. Stop introducing our kids to sex so early. Introduce your kids to it's like have your kids, instead of them being in the house all summer, take them to something educational. I took my kids to the zoo so they can see the different animals. I took my kids to Alabama Adventures just to have a good time. I want to take them to MLK Museum in Memphis when Martin Luther King birthday, so they can learn about their history and things like that. But let's get to this place where we're teaching our children and being an example and putting the guns down. Because as you guys know, once you pull that trigger and it takes somebody's life, and ain't no way you can take that back. It's not a game. You can't reset it. But it's very disappointing to hear a story like that. Let me just say that. That little girl's life will be forever changed. That little girl's life will be forever changed. That's why you have to be careful on who you bring into your house. You have to be careful who you call friends. Okay. Okay, Miss Sheila. Okay. I don't say, look, my mom lived with me now, and she might hear me cuss, but I be like, Mama, like, you doing all that cuss? I'm sorry, Mama. But I try to be as respectful as possible because, like I said, what I'm saying, you only will live one life, and you want the life you live to speak for you. So when I hear about someone in the street say, man, rest in peace, such and such, knowing that such and such in and out of jail, robbing, selling drugs, shooting up the place, and somebody take their life early. But God gave one thing about God. That's what I love about him. He's always a warning before destruction. He gave you a warning, you didn't take heed to it to change your life. And you still decide to run the streets. How many chances do you expect God to give you when you are not giving him the glory? So, I just, it just saddens me that how our own race act at times. We can march for George Floyd's and the Breonna Taylor's, but we need to talk about that more, guys. Talk about getting the guns out of the hands of people that don't know how to use them responsibly, for sure, and drugs out the streets. And put our children around men that are men, not a man that's going to teach them about how to dog a woman, teach a man, teach to disrespect women, and teach our sons to be a man, not be a thug, not get over on people, but be a man and be a good mentor. Now, if you right, it is. But I can truly say, this is how I feel. But I can truly say change starts with us, and we have to be the ones in this next generation. But this next generation, they don't have they have this counsel culture, just cancel you out. I'm gonna give you the same energy. If you call me black, I'm finna, a nigga, I'm about to kill you and all this that. But see, Martin Luther King wasn't about that. Martin Luther King was about peaceful protesting and sit-ins and things like that. And yes, he did do demonstrations, walking, but he didn't put his hands on nobody. So, guys, it is about my life about to come to an end, but I do want to say this. Change starts with you. And if you are raising kids, be the example. That means do the things, teach them to be good human beings. Teach your children to be good human beings. Teach your children about guns and how they're not good if you are not using them responsibly. Teach them about drugs, how drugs can. Now, if you smoke a little weed, that's you. You know what I'm saying? But some people are addicted to weed. Weed to the point of that's the only way that they can cope and be happy. I swear to God, there's some people like that in this world. They are so addicted to weed that they eat, sleep, and breathe weed. That's an addiction. Now, if you want to hit a joint every now and then, and just that's you. But some people are so addicted to weed that it's sad. I have known people that wake up smoking, go to bed smoking, and sitting there eating up all the kid food. So it is what it is. But anyway, guys, that's it for me tonight. Hopefully, guys, y'all be able to see my face by Friday. Yeah, y'all will be seeing CBG News Avatar until I get my hair together. Hey, Toy, how are you today? Yes, smoke in front of it. Some people will do that, Sheila. Yes, some people will smoke in front of their kids. I just, myself, I'm just to the point, like, I try to shelter my children. I know they ain't good to shelter your children, but I just want them to know that I'm the respect I give them should be the same respect I receive in return. Yes, they get on my nerves. Yes, sometimes I end up cussing them out. Yes, I do. Jesus. I shouldn't have said that on the live, but I did. But my kids cannot say that their mom disrespected them, abused them. None of that. My kids are happy children, and I want them to stay that way. And my daily prayer, and I want you guys to know, my daily prayer is to pray that God allows me to live, to see them grow up, be something, have grandkids, and when it's time for me to go, I know, Toy, but what I'm saying is, here in my state, weed ain't even medical weed. Hey, Miss Gloria, how are you doing? Be blessed to you. Yeah, it's a lot of places in the United States, but here in Mississippi, child, weed is not legal. They can't, like I was saying earlier, like we voted, the state of Mississippi had to vote to legalize medical marijuana. The governors or the lawmakers went to the Supreme Court to overturn that. So Mississippi, baby, Mississippi will forever, ever be behind. Forever, ever, ever, ever. But they will forever, ever be behind. And that's why I want my kids to, if they can, to move out of here. I want to try, guys, and I may do it in the next few years, or in the next year or two. I may decide to move out of Mississippi just to experience what life is like outside of Mississippi. I don't know where I'm going. It may be to Texas. It may be, I don't know. But I do want to experience life outside of Mississippi. And I want my kids to know that it's more than just this dead state. Guys, I'm about to get out of here. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here. I got to go to work in the morning. I hope everyone had a good 4th weekend. If you guys have not watched the our little family getaway to the zoo, please go watch that and leave a nice comment for us. Okay. All right. Well, have a good night. But yeah. So guys, have a good night. Make sure that you guys stay prayed up and blessed. And I'll see you guys on tomorrow. I may go live tomorrow. I want to talk to you guys about this Mississippi lawmaker, I'm gonna try to research it a little bit further about this Mississippi lawmaker. Child, they said she was trying to figure out who killed her sister-in-law. Child, they done killed her. They done said that she was weeding her grass, and child, she done got shot in the head and killed. And it's all on Nancy Grace, child. And they ain't even got her autopsy back, and this woman been dead a whole 2 months. So I don't know what's going on right there, but child, we got to talk about that. So if y'all have not researched and looked into it, please research it and look into it, because we will be talking about it tomorrow. Y'all have a good night, and stay blessed.